Wow, look at all these gorgeous cuts of meat. Lots of different choices here. I'm Chef Mark. Today we're gonna make ribs. So there's a bunch of choices. There's baby backs, spare ribs. We can do a Memphis recipe, which actually, you come into the store, you buy these. These are already marinated, ready to throw on the grill. But let's grab the pork spare ribs here and let's do an Asian twist on this. So a little bit of orange, some ginger, a good amount of heat to this, but in the end, these are all gonna be gorgeous, falling off the bone, delicious. All right, now we need to grab our seasoning for our ribs. So instead of just salt and pepper, let's go with that Asian flair again. We're gonna grab our orange ginger spice here. The unique thing about this spice and our garlic and herb one is that the herbs and garlic are put in there raw, so you get a much truer flavor of the ingredients that are added to the salt. The last item we need to grab from my Asian barbecue ribs is Asian barbecue sauce. So it's right here. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's got some orange and ginger flavors in it. It's the moistness I need for that long cooking time. Let's go put this together. So these ribs are really easy to put together. We've got our grill right over here. We're just gonna season these up. I've got a tablespoon of our orange ginger salt. So again, that's cured ginger and the orange flavoring on the inside of that salt, so it's really nice and flavorful. Both sides is good. And then I've got my grill on high. And we're just gonna go directly on the grill after we oil it. So what I want you to do is take a cloth. Grill's already nice and clean. Just oiled cloth right over the top, directly before you put the food on the grill so that it doesn't stick. And we are on high the entire time, so let's go with these. Make sure you grab up all that seasoning on there. Directly on the grill. And these take, I don't know, about 3 or 4 minutes aside. So we're gonna wait for these to get caramelized. And we're going on high here, so I don't care whether these are done on the inside or not. So you're not gonna need a thermometer for these. All I want is really nice and caramelized on the outside of this, build up some of that smoke on the inside, some great flavor. And these are gonna go for about 3 or 4 minutes aside, then we're gonna finish them in the oven. So about 3 or 4 minutes has gone by, and we've got some nice browning on the bottom there. Let's flip those over. We'll let the other side get caramelized, and then we'll continue. All right, it's been about another 4 minutes or so. You could really start to smell these ribs. I'm gonna put them in a braising pan because now we're gonna go inside the oven with this. So I'm gonna take my ribs, place them there, and come in and mix the sauce for this. So we've got an Asian barbecue bottle, and we're gonna mix in a bottle of beer, and any kind of lager beer would do well. And all we're gonna do is mix this up. And the reason why we put beer is, one, tastes good, but also it has liquid to it. So I could put a chicken stock with that. You could put water with it if you wanted to, but beer adds a good amount of flavor. But the point being is this is gonna go in the oven at 350 degrees for about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how you like them, if you like them really pulling apart. Then it's going to go in the oven, but I've got a really sweet sauce to go in with that. So you need to water it down so it's gonna last in the oven and not have it burn. So little something to thin it down, plus it tastes great. So in the oven, 2.5, 3 hours, and then we'll be back. All right, so the ribs are done. It's been about 2.5 hours for these guys to get done. And the last 10 minutes of this, I always like to take the lid off and let that glaze up a little bit. Helps to evaporate that liquid a little bit. So you can start to tell when these are done when you get that little rib bone sort of sticking out on there. And all I do is I cut in between each of these bones, really gorgeous tender, and then we'll garnish this stuff. So a little bit of ribs go on there. And to me, I like to put a little bit of the sauce on there as well. So there's a little bit in the bottom here, right over the top. Real nice and glazy, sweet. A little bit of spice to that. And how about a little bit of scallions? Just right over the top. And we use the greens and the whites of this. And we'll put it directly over the top, just as a garnish on the top there. That'll be good. And then a little bit of sesame oil over the top. And there you have it. An Asian twist on a summer classic.